slow and careful with how you present yourself playing them because of the end lag for everything has to be thought out. And you don't really get the chance to do that as much in an online sense. But we're going into two different characters there. A recent Fighters Pass character in Alex versus Zelda. So, excited to see how this is going to play out.
Yeah. Now, I'm not sure how much neutral B we're going to see from Ben. And is that going to be an issue for Steve? Because you want to pressure. But there's intangibility and a hitbox, and that kind of stops a lot of the reflecting anvil. Do not top on my forehead.
Exactly. Anvil is such a powerful tool, and to have that on reflect is going to be a great thing for Ven to have, and Apple needs to keep that in mind because it could be your death.
Yeah.
We're already seeing what we saw in the first meeting in top 8 between these two players, where Apple has to completely change up his playstyle. He can no longer sit at range and farm and then build up his tools and fire off a barrage of carts and the like, because Ven has all of the answers between both Knight and the neutral B reflector that we've already seen.
Indeed.
Apple's going to have to scrap, so we'll have to see how good Alex is at throwing hands, because right now throwing carts is not working out. Exit stage right, my friend.
Did that reflect actually set Apple in the other direction as well because they were still in the cart? That is pretty loopy. That would throw me for a loop if I was in Apple's shoes. But Apple's a bit stronger than that, even though they're kind of getting thrown around to hell and back and getting dunked to hell in the process as well. This is looking brutal so far.
Yeah, definitely very one-sided, if you will. I don't even know if Vin cares what you mine at this point. I'm like, go have fun. Do it. Go ahead, kid. Dig in some dirt. Go find some diamonds in the rough.
Yeah, you're going to go ahead and play in the sandbox. I'm going to go ahead and play in that grand finals bracket. I got work to do.
I just knew you were going to say grand box.
No, not that bad. That's a Let It Rain pun right there.
That is. You got me there. That's 100% correct. I was thinking it. Perfect. We're thinking. Some diamond on board. Hopefully that gives the power they need. Yep, as I was saying it, the forward smash comes out, and that is the kill power required to get the job done. And I'm actually liking Ven's approach to the 2-block setup. After charging Knight, they throw something out like a forward smash, which kills the blocks entirely, which gives Knight a perfect pathway to make it through. So I really like how kind of going around the pressure that Apple's presenting there and doing some good stuff in the process, especially with that reflect. I'll never get over that sight. Oh, I'll never get over that sight either. To the face, right between the eyes with that lightning kick. My goodness.
What a way to end it. Just an absolutely a devastating game one. It really felt like Ven had all of the answers in that matchup. Apple had to change up his play style and play so much more aggressive than we have seen in the past couple matches. It felt like Apple had the most success earlier on in bracket when he could pick his spots and then fade away, put up a wall, and get some more materials and then go in whenever he wanted to. Just no opportunities to do that whatsoever against the iron wall of Zelda and the Knight.
And what adjustments can you even really make as Steve for this matchup? That if you drop a lot of your, the carts and the anvil are getting reflected. That's a given. If the combo's not true, that neutral B from Zelda is going to interrupt it. And mining hasn't even really deterred Vin. So it's kind of really hard to say what is the answer. Of course, there was the spike that happened, kind of a lazy recovery, if you will, by Apple. Vin snuffed it out, free stock. At this level of play, you can't really do something that easy, that telegraphed. But, even with that, it was still Vin's game to lose at that point. And obviously, Vin had no intentions of losing.
It feels like Apple has to start using his close-range hitboxes a little bit more. Like, we haven't really seen Ven be able to punish things like well-spaced back air on shield. And then you have something like jab, which is really relatively safe as well. Perhaps that's what we need to see, is more of a scrappier style from Apple, where you're playing in Ven's face and not letting Ven set up the Knight. already a pivot grab attempt or two not working, but we're getting the ladder, but Ben just kind of jumps out of it. It feels like that wooden sword just doesn't ever connect that particularly well at these lower percents.
Yeah. He tried to get a grab, not able to.
A lot more grabs, actually. Already we've seen like 3. I don't think we saw a single one game 1.
Yeah, maybe that's the answer. Maybe that's what Apple needs to do.
A little bit of conditioning maybe in game 1 to go into that game 2, but right now it is looking kind of tough already off stage.
How did you dodge that?
Just kind
How
of
did you
jumped over
actually
that.
get over that?
Just right over the shoulder, just whoop. Nothing big.
That
Oh,
was
I love that.
so good. He set up the TNT in a spot where you couldn't get edge. Because he had the wooden button directly next to it, so you couldn't go for edge. You couldn't go for the ground. You had to go up, and it's like, oh, I got a platform for you, dog.
Exactly, and Apple did not go for the back air there because back air wouldn't have killed. But by placing the block and then forward smashing, that gives you just enough kill power to make it work. So excellent awareness and just excellent execution as well for Apple there.
Don't just get kicked out of that card. Don't come at me. If you come at me, you best not miss.
I think that's the goofiest sound hearing him dig. Like,
Yeah, it is some Muppet nonsense.
For some reason, in a game with like Yoshi and everything, it's that sound effect that really does it for us.
you know, I'm just thinking there's no way anything you're getting from this can actually damage me. Turns out it can. Smash
Very
Brothers
devastating.
is pure logic, you know? Grabbed out of it. Good stuff right there by Vin.
Oh, Sudden Anvil, hello!
I mean, it's a good tool for Apple, but you got to be super careful about it. Ven is already firing off a lot of like preemptive neutral beats to try to snuff those out. So that might be a stock. No follow-up to them.
Spike, yeah. Then maybe needed one more neutral B or something a little bit easier to reset the scenario to allow Vin to get more height for the down air attempt.
But it looks like Apple has changed around this playstyle. We're seeing a lot more forward airs, a lot more. Oh no! Did you break shield?
Oh, reflect if I'm not mistaken.
Broke that stock.
Actually, yeah. Good God.
That's a projectile?
You're Omega dead. I mean,
I don't know if it was a projectile or if he just messed up the cancel. It could have been that he messed up the cancel and you got the blue flash because you got the TNT.
I think we saw the reflect sign there. So the explosive is a projectile, so to speak, and that was devastating for Apple.
And that may have been what Vin needed. Oh, I like this. That's 2 for 2. Trying to upbeat into Vin. Vin saying, I know the answer. I'm not going to run away from it. I'm going to face it head on. Got the up tilt. Tries to find the up air. Not able to. Vin now off stage. Going to have to recover. Manages to do it, though, relatively easily.
Look at the shield pressure from that just standing anvil, too.
What that was... The knight from underneath, catching the stand up. Then right now, the onslaught is real.
This is so dangerous for both players. Forward smash, will it do it? Will it hit off the wall? No, I was about to say, it was possible that it hit off the dirt. That was still in the air, but no, it is Ven taking it just barely with that forward smash from center stage.
Also, gonna give a shout out to Breakfast 905. I wasn't sure that the explosive was actually what the reflect was. This man got hit not only with his own explosion, but it was the down smash. The lava got reflected as well as he got hit with the explosive. That's what actually caused the reflection sign.
Oh, the more you know. That is pretty devastating. And of course, that is going to have the kill power to send Apple to their untimely demise.
I'm just, glad to see some other people having smash attacks get reflected.
All right,
it was a lonely place. Okay, it was a lonely world. Yes, down smash is a projectile. If you do it on a platform, it literally falls. It's kind of like a villager bowling ball, if you will. But
also, have you ever reflected a villager bowling ball and just see it go shooting straight up? It never fails to crack me up.
It's hilarious.
It's only hilarious when it hits one of those little... No. Little kids in the face.
All right, so we're back on Yoshi's for Game 3. This is Apple's tournament game, potentially. He needs to go ahead and win this one, and the next 3, in fact, to go ahead and get a reverse 3-0 to face off against Meister and Grands.
Yeah, potentially double eliminated, correct? Yeah, so, I mean, it's now or never for Apple. At least put yourself on the board and say, I made some adjustments, I know what to do differently, so that maybe next time I can win, or maybe turn it around right now. But it's definitely an uphill battle, and it's not looking good at the moment.
And you can see Ven's counterplay in action. Apple was trying to get a lot of purchase on that ledge because of the slants protecting them from Knight, but it doesn't matter because Ven will just approach with down tilt anyway, knocking them up into the Knight anyway, and then also elevatoring off the top for good measure. So this whole stock has been excellent play by Ven.
Yeah, it almost looks like this was Ven's counter pick, the way that went out.
I've actually seen Ven not ban the stage against Mario's and the like. He just really seems to like Yoshi's for Zelda.
Well, right now, I mean, Ven is playing this stage as if they created it. Just playing around, using the platforms, wave bounces, occasional wave land, which wasn't necessary, but just really having a firm understanding on how to play this stage, and is up 3 stocks to 1 because of it.
Nice, holding that jump, keeping them afloat from Ven. This is looking very rough overall, though, from Apple. Will there be a 3 stock in their future? We'll never quite know. We were going to see coming up here, but a big woolen house in between them, though.
Yeah, that was a very bold up B.
Tries the same setup as before with the TNT and then the platform forward smash, but not working out this time. Does manage to get backstage, and now Ven's just firing haymakers. It's like, listen, I got 2 stocks to play with. You're at kill percent. Let's see how many of these you can dodge. Not too many, turns out.
Yeah,
Yep.
that happened a lot in this game where Apple held on for ledge for too long and then just got the down tilt to Knight combo, and that is a 3-0 for Ven getting to get their self back in the bracket. They dropped to Meister 3-1 in winners finals, but it's time for that rematch in Grand. So good stuff to both players all around.
Yep. Does Ven have what it takes